Savanna was involved in a motor vehicle accident in which she sustained a severe traumatic brain injury and multiple fractures. These included broken bones in her neck, her pelvis, her hips, and her arm. In addition, she had trouble with breathing and eating, so she had a tube that was placed to help her breathe, and she also had a tube to help with feeding. I first met her when she was admitted to our inpatient rehabilitation unit. Savanna was not walking when she first came to us. She wasn't able to sit up on her own. She actually had a large halo, sort of a metal device to hold her head still because she had a fracture in her neck, and we wanted to prevent any kind of injury to her spinal cord. So she needed a lot of help just to be able to sit up on the edge of the bed. Savanna was having difficulties remembering day-to-day activities, making new memories. So we had to orient her every single day to where she was, why she was here, what had happened to her, and sort of what our goals were to try and help her improve. For children who sustain a traumatic brain injury, a lot of times old memory, old skills, they know. But because you have broken bones, because you have muscles that are a little bit weaker, you can't do those skills. So things like learning how to balance, to be able to sit, she had to learn how to do that over again, something we take for granted. And Savanna participated in daily therapies, physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, twice a day. In addition, she received recreational therapy, school, psychology came in to evaluate her. I mean, basically this was a really full day. So if you think about any other teenager out there, they're going to school. Savanna was going to a much more difficult school to really relearn everything that she needed to know. And she stayed with us for a good 6 to 7 weeks. Within that 7-week period, Savanna got to the point where she had a number of medical issues that cleared up for her. She was able to breathe on her own through her mouth without needing a tube. She also began to eat on her own. From a physical and cognitive standpoint, she was able to sit, she was able to walk, she was getting around on her own. She was able to remember day-to-day activities. Savanna, I mean, she looks awesome today. She's gotten rid of all the hardware, she's walking, she's smiling. Her memory is actually much better than I ever expected it to be. So she's remembering details of daily activities very well now. She's done an amazing job. Any rehab program absolutely has to have a great team of people. And that team includes not just all the therapists and nurses and doctors who work here, but a patient who really wants to get better. And Savanna certainly had a drive. She was not going to be stuck in that bed and stuck where she was. She was going to get better and get back to her old life. In addition, you really need to have a family that can support you through all of those ups and downs. And one of the things, she had family around to really help her progress with her therapy, and also to tell us who Savanna was before the injury, so that we could say, okay, this is where we are now, and then this is where we want to get. A teenager may look like an adult, but they're still within a family center. We really recognize the impact of the family on that child and on their continued development. For Nationwide Children's Hospital, what sets us apart from other hospitals are the people here. You have an incredible group of therapists, nurses, physicians, even down to the people who maintain our environment, who all are working so hard to make sure every child who comes here has a great recovery and a great outcome. We have resources because of what the community has provided for this hospital that you just don't have at any other hospital. And I think that's one of the wonderful things about working here.